Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Channel, where we talk about people, not product. Today, I'm joined by Nicolina from Fortinet. So welcome. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Would you be able to tell everyone who you are?
Yes, I'm Nick Coppolaro, UKI Channel Marketing Manager at Fortinet. Just as well you're not talking about products, because I cannot definitely discuss products. But people I can.
So you've built an impressive career across many different companies within the industry, and I'm excited to have you on today as a fellow marketeer. I want to go all the way back to the beginning. So what was your first role within the tech industry, and how did that journey evolve into the career you've had today?
So we're going back a number of years, I think around 33 years ago, and I used to work for a company called Ives & Company, who were based in Huntingdon in Cambridgeshire, and they were a CRM system solution provider for CRM, and they used to build their products on Lotus Notes. So I should imagine some of the audience do know who Lotus Notes are. I worked there for nearly 8 years. We were acquired halfway through that period by Siebel. So there's a CRM system. I don't even know if it's around anymore, but there was Siebel. And unfortunately, after 8 years, I was made redundant, and I flitted around for a little while. And I was then approached by a recruitment agency to discuss coming to work at Unipalm. And I came along to Unipalm, who were at the back of the White Hart in Newmarket, and loved the company, loved the culture, and successfully got a marketing role there. And then that's how my role started in the channel. So my first role was at Unipalm, who then became Computerlinks, who were then acquired by Arrow, and that was 25 years ago.
And it's actually really funny, because the last few people that we've had on here, it does seem like a lot of people have started their career in that kind of Computerlinks or Arrow section, and it just seems like it's a theme at the moment. There's just so many people in the industry that have worked for Arrow in some way, shape or form. What happened after that?
So after 15 years of being at Computerlinks, and obviously after the acquisition, I could see things were changing. It's not that I wanted to leave distribution, and I did enjoy working at Arrow. There were still a lot of the same people that I worked with. But I thought, is it time to leave? And started considering approaching a vendor, or being approached by a vendor and actually taking them seriously for once. So I pushed myself to go for a role at Checkpoint. And that was a dual role. So that was a field and channel marketing manager's role. So not only was I looking after channel, I was also looking after end user campaigns as well, so for Checkpoint. And whilst we have them also here at Fortinet, we do have dual roles. So we do have people in the field and also channel in other regions. Luckily for the UKI, we have field and we have channel, myself channel, and then we have a team of 4 people in field. I really did miss working solely for the channel. And then popped up one day on LinkedIn. Fortinet were looking for a UKI Channel Marketing Manager. And I thought, this could work for me. So I messaged a couple of people that worked at Fortinet privately on LinkedIn, and they were very keen for me to send my CV over. And 8 years ago, I joined on the 8th of June and not looked back since.
So you just celebrated your 8-year anniversary?
Yes, a couple of weeks ago. So not that anyone congratulated me, because I think it's an achievement. I've had my 5-year plaque, so at least
I mean, 8 years, it is a long time.
But it's changed. It's changed so much. I remember in Broadgate, is where our first office was at Fortinet, very rundown office, 72 people, I think. You knew everyone by their first names. Obviously, I was very fortunate. I did know some of the Fortinet staff, employees there. Used to know everyone. You'd go to the pub after work. You would know absolutely everyone that still worked at Fortinet. Now we're 320 UKI. You can't possibly know. I think they do all know who Nicolina Coppolaro is.
Everyone knows you.
Yeah. But I don't know everyone, so I'm just waving, going, hi. okay, have a conversation, oh yes, and then I'll go, who was that? So, and I don't want to offend anyone, but that is the way it is. So, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Our island, so when I joined, Ireland were probably 3 or 4 people. Now, I was at an event a couple of weeks ago, there are, I think, 30 people in Ireland now. Wow. So and 2 distributors, so that's great. So things are growing everywhere in Fortinet. So.
And it's nice to be part of that growth as well, I can imagine.
Yeah, well, when I started, so myself and a German colleague were the first 2 channel marketing managers at Fortinet. So we both joined within a week of each other. He's unfortunately left now. He's retired, so that's so he's left. But now the team is 8 people, and we have a channel marketing director as well. So it's fantastic. So the team has also grown, and then so has the channel team at Fortinet. So when I joined the channel team, I had a channel director who heads up the UKI. And then we have the MSSP team, we have the channel account managers roles. There were 9 people total, and now we have 48. And that includes, I think that could just include channel account managers excluding the SEs. So I think there's about 60 of us in total. So it's a very big team.
And a lot of change, but I guess positive change, right? It's
we've grown.
Yeah.
So we have grown, and obviously with growth, you need the employee, you need the staff. So yes, you just watch them grow.
So looking back, and it could be at Fortinet, but also any of your previous roles as well. Have there been any pivotal moments or opportunities that you feel have shaped the path that you've taken?
Yeah, that hard one. An easy one, but also a hard one. Obviously, my time after Unipalm, we became Computer Links and started to really love the role, started to understand channel, because obviously when I joined it, I thought, I was like, well, hold on, we're a distributor, what do we actually do? And then within 3 to 4 months, I was like, oh, I understand now, we're a distributor, we sell their products through a partner base. So that was great. So that paved my way, and obviously I understood what I was actually here to do, which is quite comical now, 25 years later. But what I have found, and this is probably being at Computer Links and having some great director leadership, take me forward, take me with them, take me on the journey. I have to thank quite a few people in the industry for that. But there were a couple of people, 2 or 3 people that really pushed me. And I started making a name for myself more so. Obviously, I looked after certain vendors when I was at Computer Links, the Checkpoints, the Nokias, the Crossbeams, Trem Micro, all names that people will be familiar with. But there was one particular person, John Dams, who pushed me to go and work specifically with the key account managers and start working on multi-vendor campaigns. So the likes of BT, a big partner, buying multiple products from us that didn't really, obviously they're a big organisation as well, so it was the way that we were going to enable them as well with our vendor portfolio. So I would work on big showcases, I would work on the proposal, set the funding that was available, work with each vendor, make sure they turned up with their stands, built the whole campaign, worked with BT to make sure the right personnel were in attendance. So that was what paved me to go, oh, whilst I'm in marketing, there are things that I can develop and go into and steer clear. And actually that probably helped me form a bigger platform, a bigger relationship with a lot of people. So, and as I said, John Dams, Neil Palmer, Ben Taylor, all people that have been at, well, they still are at Arrow, a couple of those, have been great advocates of mine and really pushed me to go down that route. So, and I thank them for that.
Every career has its challenges. Or I would imagine has its challenges, I'm just assuming. But looking back, what have been some of the biggest obstacles that you've faced and how did you overcome them?
I think the biggest one for me was deciding that I had a dual role, as I mentioned before, at Checkpoint, and I loved working at Checkpoint, but I actually realised that I'm not saying that people can't do a dual role. I totally understand they can. It just wasn't suited to me. I love marketing, but I also love the channel. So that's where I did make that decision to say, okay, Fortinet are looking for a sole channel marketing manager. That's the route I want to take. And I did the role for 3.5 years. I had been previously in end user marketing for many years, for 8 years when I worked at Ives and Companies. So I'd had done that, I'd worn those trousers, I had experienced that. So I was really pleased to get the opportunity to go back into the channel and also at a vendor. So that was great.
So this question slightly touched on it before, and we've discussed this before filming, and I think might be quite a difficult question with current events, but none of us build a career on our own. So looking back, has there been any people that have influenced you or supported you along the way, and kind of any lasting thoughts that they've left with you?
Oh, there's a long list of people. Mark Norman, he was the founder of Unipalm, and then we became Computer Links through Stefan Link. So I do owe my thanks to those two believing in me, and one of the reasons I probably stayed for 15 years, along with the likes of John Dams. I worked very closely with Neil Palmer, so I have to thank him, always believed in me. I worked with him very closely on the Checkpoint relationship with a great team, so had great faith in me, let me run the whole marketing Checkpoint relationship, and then he would occasionally pop in and say, okay, is everything going fine? You know, Nix, is that okay? So that was great. Ben Taylor, to name a few. Some great women as well in the industry. I admire the likes of Emma Davies, who works at Fortinet. She heads up our GSI team. Anne Bourgeois, who's our SVP in EMEA, who works at Fortinet. You know, they're influential women. And at Fortinet, I have all the love and support from my team, the likes of David Park, Leon Woodcock, Andy Cattell, Damaris Gardner. So they all support me. They're there to listen, to hear me sound off sometimes, to have the good times and the bad times. So, that's who I think I would thank for where I am today.
If you had to pick one, what would you say has been the best career decision you've made?
Oh, I think there are two there. So, as I mentioned, I started as in a Lotus Notes CRM background, and when I was made redundant and joined Unipalm, I said to myself mentally, I'm only going to work there for 4 years and then I'm going to leave the industry. I'll go and work in the industry somewhere else, or I'll go and find a job in fashion, something completely different. So because I'd worked in a previous organisation for 8 years, so I just decided, 4 years, on my CV, I'll jump around. So I think clearly I didn't make that decision to leave. I stayed for 15 years at Computer Links. So I think that was a great decision I made, because obviously that paved the way for where I am now. And then I do think joining Fortinet, when I joined Fortinet, which was 8 years ago, being so small and watching them grow, watching them, the successes, it's been great. And I never thought I would get that opportunity again, because it didn't go to a startup. I went to an established vendor, 70 odd people, and now to go to 320 has been amazing.
And it's interesting that you said you didn't want to stay somewhere more than 4 years after staying somewhere for 8 years, because I think a lot of people also have that mindset of, I can't stay somewhere too long because it might push my career back. But actually, you've had a really good career, and you stayed at these companies for a long time, especially from 15 years. It's not a short amount of time.
Yeah, I also think you're a channel marketing manager as well. I also think our role is built on relationships. So whilst I've moved along the way, not over I've only had 3 jobs in the last 25 years, obviously Computer Links, Checkpoint and then Fortinet, they're still the same people I'm still working with, bumping into. So I could be at one partner one day, but I've known them of old. And then I go to another partner and they say, I recognise you. And then you realise that actually you did know them in not a previous life, because we're still in IT security and cyber security, but they've moved on from where they were and they've progressed, and obviously I've changed my role. So I do feel that that's what I love about the channel. It is all about relationships. So I'm not saying you have to be bad at your job, because hopefully I am quite good at my job or good at my job, but I do think it's a relationship thing in channel. So.
Yeah, I agree. And I think you can not work with someone for a long time and, like you say, all of a sudden
you pick up again.
Yeah, which is actually me and you, because we've worked previous,
and
haven't worked together for a while, and now we're back sitting here doing this.
Jump on a call and we're discussing things that so it's strange, isn't it? But it's great.
Which kind of leads into my next question, really, because you've been a long-standing advocate for others in the channel. We've worked together on many different events. What positive changes have you seen during your career? And would you say there's still work to be done?
I definitely think there is work to be done. I think no one is perfect, and I don't think anyone will ever be 100% perfect in our industry or any industry. I think the industry has become more inclusive. I've certainly seen a shift in that. I'm certainly working with a lot more people on a peer-to-peer. And I think that is one positive change that I've seen, specifically in vendor. I don't think that was the case in distribution. Obviously, having worked for 2 big distributors, I think they were very inclusive, but I'm seeing a lot more inclusion now in vendors as well. So I think that's fantastic.
For those who are new to tech or thinking about entering the industry, what advice would you give them?
Believe in yourself, 100%. You will get knockbacks, but push yourself, make yourself be heard. Don't doubt yourself, and roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty. Show someone that if you're going into marketing, as I sometimes do, and I'm sometimes not a great listener, but when I'm in the office, I listen, I get involved in other conversations. It means you learn different aspects of, things that are going on within Fortinet that you wouldn't necessarily know if you're not in the office, etc. So I always have a good set of ears. And yes, work hard, but play hard as well. Because I think definitely in the channel, it's work hard, but play hard also.
And you spend a lot of time at work. You need to enjoy what you're doing.
Between 10 to 12 hours a day sometimes. So, and you do have to, and always do everything with a smile on your face. I try and tell myself every day.
Well, the interactions that we've had, you are always very smiley. So I think you are taking your own advice there. Before we wrap up, we've talked a lot about work, and it actually leads really nicely in from the last question when you're saying work hard, play hard. Who are you outside of work?
Oh, I am a fitness fanatic. I definitely exercise sometimes once, maybe twice a day, but not every day. I love a glass of rosé, and I love my Aperol spritz. As many people will know out there, I am British born, but born to Italian parents. So my Italian heritage is very important to me. I'm actually very surprised I didn't talk my way through this interview with my hands, and that's the Italian. I will always support Italy in the World Cup, but I am supporting England this year. And you'll always see me wearing a jumpsuit.
So this has been great chatting with you. I think it's really nice to get to know you in a work setting, but outside of a work setting. We talk a lot of marketing, but actually you never really talk about the individuals. What is one final thought that you'd like to leave with the audience?
Start each day as if it's your last, and always with a smile.
I love that.
That's my last good thought. I don't get that.